Okay. We're back at it. We're Ollie again. It's a new day for me. And, I'm gonna see if I can get through this without destroying the entire town. Because it really is a situation of everybody hates Ollie. I mean, everybody hates everybody in this game to begin with, but, I mean, all the playable characters, that is. But as Ollie, you do not start out with any acceptable clothing. Oops. And it can be tricky to get some. Normally, in the past, it was always that maid's outfit, which I thought was a little bit odd. But then I figured out, oh, hey, you could craft a boiler suit. You can buy a boiler suit, I believe. I think you can actually find one. I didn't check. But in Bing's Garden, I think there's a boiler suit. And then if you do that whole one with the Colonel and happily dispose of his family, or at least just search his coffin, you get the proper suit.
Trust me, I learned from the best.
Just move on, just move on. But then after that, you got his blood sugar. If it gets too low, Ollie will automatically insult people. And that causes a fight. And then there were the red hats. And I just wanted to play. I didn't want to spend, a half hour at a time.
Do you really not remember? Or are you just telling yourself that?
I hear you directionally. But yeah, and I didn't want to spend like a half hour or more at a time just to move down one street, and then it'd be nighttime by the time I got anywhere, and you have no perks for getting around at night. And I just wanted to play the game. I didn't want to spend all this extra time searching and searching and searching. Or sneaking. I mean, it's one thing to sneak actively and be able to move around and everything, but it's completely another to have to do it just to avoid one stupid NPC in a game like this. I mean, it's not like it's meant to be an entirely stealth game, or it's not a combat game where
Careful! You know how there's all that joy gas in there? It's going to make you throw up. You better wear a gas mask.
It's not a game like...
You know what joy does to you.
Or a game like Metal Gear Solid where you get to hide under a box and smoke cigarettes or something like that. I'm going to go around the town this time because I just need to get from one bridge to the other, so there should be a nice, good opening. But yeah, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get around. And if I had to have a whole bunch of trouble... Oh, yeah, you could just run and keep going from alleyway to alleyway and wait until they get, happy again, and then you go and run into a... red hat immediately and do it again and run. And he can't run, though. He cannot run. This guy cannot run. Look at that. 140 meters. We run. He ran 30 meters. Okay. He just can't. Ollie can't do it. He ain't fit. He ain't fit for running. The nice thing about Sally, at least, was like she'd run, and then her stamina bar just went, whoop, right back up. So, well, you see Margaret, so you definitely know this is a place of interest. Boy, I hope I don't run out of this. Maybe I should have bought more. Or did I buy it all? Whee! Hey, buddy.
Couldn't be better, thanks.
I'm terribly sorry, sir. The executive committee have decided to close the parade to visitors for the duration.
Duration of what?
They neglected to specify, sir. But I have been specifically informed that it is unrelated to the dispersion of plague. So, you may put your mind at ease in that regard.
Then how the fuck am I supposed to get to the parade, you bell-headed turd?
Perhaps you can dig a tunnel, sir. Good luck.
For fuck's sake! He wasn't helping me anyways.
Aren't there already tunnels?
For the train tracks, oh sure, but there's no way past the hatch on the other side. Believe me, I've tried.
Then how does the Mottling get to the village from the mines on Apple Holm?
You're right. There must be tunnels. I've no idea where.
Do I have to
No.
spell it out for you?
Dr. Faraday! Oh, yes, she designed the motorlink flow system. Oh, she's got to have the blueprints for the motorlink tunnels.
Bravo, Ollie. One day you won't need me anymore.
Don't you start talking nonsense, lassie. I'll go see Dr. Faraday. So the parade's locked up tighter than a vicar's bumhole. Lovely. But there's the
Okay.
motorlink tunnels.
Right. The Jacobean Club. So where is Faraday? No. I don't care about that quest. I never want to see that quest again.
Dr. Faraday has to have a map. Maybe she'll let me make a copy.
Why is everything so fuzzy off in the distance? Really? I have to be back over here.
Time.
I'm now arrived, thanks to the gods, through pathways rough and muddy. A certain sign that making roads is not this people's study.
What's that from? Wow, moldy bread has very little sugar in it. One slice of pie. Ooh, that's a big boost.
Secure the coffee from time to time.
That's why you don't eat a whole pie. If you eat a whole pie... I did that once. I was running around at night. Ugh. Had no I had no healing items. And I had no anti-glucose syringes. And I ate a whole pie. His sugar just shot, boom, through the roof. And you start losing health because of it. I couldn't get anywhere because I was getting chased everywhere. And I had like a couple of healing bombs, I think. That was all. So I actually just straight up withered.
You better watch out for Foggy Jack.
Oh, it's 8 p.m. I just straight up, if you've ever played Minecraft, think about how long it takes to starve to death. I just straight up withered to death by having too much sugar. It was ridiculous.
What are you doing there?
Oh, what are you doing? I'm trying to be peaceful today. I really, really want to be peaceful today. Can we manage it? I think there ought to be a system. Like, if you're clearly out of sight, they're not chasing you anymore, then they shouldn't stay aggro forever. Right? Right? Okay. Put your fist down. I don't remember there being bobbies ever in this house. Okay, is it just this guy? I'm not gonna have a good time with this, am I? You know what? He's over there.
You can take your joy immediately.
Son of a... Please. Please. Please.
I could do this in the dark. I think I have.
Mm-mm.
Put that down.
Trying real hard here, man. I'm just wondering if there's any duct tape here. Look at this. I mean, again, if you don't think Ollie's whole purpose is just to be tormented by the NPCs, why, out of 3 acts,
You don't belong there. That's the last time you do that around here.
You're awfully good at this.
You're not gonna let me do it because I'm currently in combat, right? I'm trying.
Get out of there.
And you're gonna throw a grenade at me.
You can take your joy in
Why is it going off already? Oh, that was the grenade. Okay. Let's see. How can I do this peacefully?
You can take your joy immediately.
Alright. Nothing interesting over here. I'm real close to just going violent. I'm trying here. I'm trying to, have a nice peaceful life.
Sister would have never even brought this up.
Who are you talking to?
I am hearing you. I'm listening very carefully. That's how I know.
Take your joy immediately.
Finally. Is there two of you? Because you got to be talking to somebody.
You can take your joy immediately.
Okay.
You're awfully good at this.
Thank you.
You can take your joy
No,
immediately.
no.
You can take your joy immediately.
Next time I ever play this game, I'm going to do nothing but hoard duct tape, and it'll be some new item that I can't get a hold of. Hi, you're not Faraday.
Thank God! We've been cooped up there forever. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, but there's been an absence of absence, I'm afraid.
James,
Yeah?
you don't have to air our dirty laundry to every stranger that passes by.
If you do the wash, we wouldn't have so... Anyway, this is Ollie Starkey.
Who's he when he's at home?
We served together
Me?
at Ramsgate.
Oh, Ramsgate. Sorry to intrude.
Jealousy doesn't look good on you, Roger.
You wouldn't happen to ken the whereabouts of Dr. Faraday?
Not actually sure. She was always talking about making a portal in the universe. It sounds ridiculous, but Roger says...
Well, you need a blue gun
Well,
and an orange
I'm a
gun.
little worried she succeeded.
Don't tell anyone. If she has gone for good, we're out of work.
I was sort of hoping... Well, she designed the motorline pipes under the city, didn't she?
Oh, yes. That was one of the first things she did on her own, after Mr. Faraday went on holiday.
You're not going down into those tunnels, are you? It's like tangled hair down there.
You.
You know, like what's in the shower drain because certain people don't clean it.
I was hoping there might be blueprints.
Don't you love
There
that
must
person
be,
who's
but
always continuously
such a
giving
mess
little
and
jabs and
blew it
snipes
up.
at you?
The Bobbies won't even let us downstairs to water the plants.
If Dr. F comes back and they're all dead, we'll never hear the end of it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Ollie, they want you to do it.
Well, then why didn't they... I could water them for you.
Oh, would you? We could try and dig up your plans while you do.
Once again, the heroes of Ramsgate save the nation.
That's another thing I've been running into a lot too lately is that whole, oh, if only I could do this thing.
You can take your joy immediately.
I'll just do it. I can't do it. No, I'm just going to do it. I couldn't possibly do it. Oh, you want me to do it for you? What? No, never. Would you please?
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
We'll make a gardener of you yet.
I mean, he's been living in the Garden District for, what was it, like 7 years or something? Hey, guys.
I think we found your blueprints.
Good. Can I
Brilliant.
have them?
Give us a look then.
The thing is, we need
No.
someone to pollinate the flowers down there.
No.
Pollinate is your bum out the window.
You can't expect a soldier to know about flowers, James.
But we can't go down there, can we?
James is a
It's
soldier
my
and he
cannon.
knows about
It's
them.
her bee cannon.
Well, she made it for me.
I thought you were worried about pollinating the plants.
All right, fine. Here's the bee cannon. You'll love it. It's got cannon in its name.
Dude.
What am I to do with that?
Just find some bees, suck them up, go to the flowers, spit them out.
I'll do my best.
Sounds like a way to get stung. Why is that guy so... Why is Roger like...
Bees.
Well, I guess
Bloody
Roger's a
bees
little
in the
jealous,
village.
right?
Ah, damn it. It's back to the garden district, isn't it?
Yeah. It is. It's fun times, man. Wow, no one around to be angry at me? What a shock. Is it going to let me teleport at night? Bees. Bees? Bees. Bees. There was another quest out here I never got to trigger. It wouldn't let me do it.
As near poor sinner was abroad in.
What was it? It was over here at the Garden of Earthly Delights. Yeah, there's someone out there. You know what? I got a nice outfit for you. Conforms nowhere, right? Does not conform anywhere. Well, it's nighttime anyways. I don't care.
Sniff you out.
All right. So yeah, I've been trying. Oh, for
What's Sally where?
yeah. These guys are pretty much doomed anyway, so it doesn't count. But good lord, why is there like? Is there 4 of them? Yeah, there's 4 of them. Why? Catch on fire and run away. Oh. Look at this, his combat stamina. The stamina just won't come back up. If it goes all the way down, it won't start recharging. Look at that. Pity sakes. Wait, there was one
Well,
more.
lad, this is what we trained for.
I guess you were on fire. It's a little bit of sugar.
I don't think you should try breathing in that.
So, again, if I go to... Why are they hanging around so much? I just wanted to see if I could trigger this whole... Okay, there's bees right there. Where's the bee sucker? Someone's getting mad. You can reach me with your arm, but I can't reach you with a pipe. Now who? Now who? Ugh. Okay. So I'm gonna get stung. Do I have to equip it?
Scream again! Where can you...
Button. I just don't think hard mode's worth it for Ollie. It's kind of a... I think it's mainly just like, do you want to kill everyone in the game? Play as Ollie on hard mode. For pity's sakes! Again. Who else? You 3? I'll let you stay over there.
Poor bees. They're the only ones around here clever enough to plan for winter, and now they're pretty much fucked.
For Father Nature.
I have a flaming axe, and you have no immune system and are diseased and starving. How does this take so long? Seriously. Oh, for crying out loud. Can you... Come on. Are you just one that I was after earlier? You were one that caught on fire, weren't you? Yep, you're bleeding. No, no.
Go forth and sin nae more.
Oh. What's with the durability on the bee cannon? Did I only need bees once? Right, I only need the bees... Shut up. I only needed to get the bees once. But I wanted to check out the apple tree. Wanted to check out the apple tree. Is that... Oh, for... Nope. Yeah. Focus on each other. Look, your buddy's being attacked. Sure, come after me, though. Why not? Why the heck not? I will attack you with bees. Not. So there's supposed to be some kind of quest over here, but I guess I never triggered it. And I don't know what you're supposed to do. It's kind of a shame. Kind of a shame. Ah, after a quick search, turns out I've always had the lucky opportunity to have had the random generation where this was actually part of the main story quest, which is why I was confused the first time I went to the bridge, because I thought you actually had to like come over here and solve a crime and stuff in order to be allowed in. Or there you had to bribe someone, but apparently it's random, and I happen to have the Megado Bridge instead of the one with Simon Says, where you have to have the gas mask. So, interesting. Interesting. It's interesting that
In
you could,
Aberdeen, they fought from the sewers
to pipe their rats away.
it's interesting that you can have a random main story event. Is that weird? Wasn't anything too particular, just that there happened to be a bunch of dead bobbies around the apple tree.
Stop! Right! I'm done fooling around!
And you had to figure out some kind of story to tell the Bobby on the bridge, hey, this is what I think happened to those poor blokes, and so on and so forth.
That's me off to bed then.
So I think everyone I attacked in the Garden District, defended myself from in the Garden District, were insane plague victims that were all going to die anyway, so I don't think I got any of the still surviving human people. Just for the record. Why didn't the guard yell at me about my clothes? That was awfully strange. I am now even wearing proper clothes. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Someone sitting on the bench in a normal way. I feel like I don't see that too often. As I walk down the rainbow road, on to my next destination. As I need to pollinate some flowers with the bee cannon that I have. Do-do-do. Surprised the Bobby didn't turn off the music. Okay. Let's equip the bee cannon.
Did you think that was funny? Crickets. Bloody crickets.
Maybe they found your blueprints by now.
Hey, that was a lot of bees, and I genuinely thought they were all going to start attacking me, because why not? Why not? Why not have them just straight up attack you? What the? Oh dear. Oh my. That is not supposed to look like that. Can I hit this broom? Oh my gosh. I haven't seen something this glitchy in a long time. Oh, maybe I can fix him. Okay.
You can take your joy immediately.
Well, that was wonderful. Hey guys, can I have the frickin' blueprints? May I have them?
Well, look at that.
Yeah.
There's a tunnel, but it's a bit dark.
It's under the Uncle Jack fan club.
They don't like you very much. Why?
We have a sort of disagreement about whether Uncle Jack's a very fine, funny fellow or a rotten, murdering, collaborationist traitor.
So that's why you smash all the televisions.
Yeah.
Roger, manners.
Have you got an escape plan for after you talk to the executive committee?
Why would I need an escape plan? I'm just going to tell the executive committee what's going on in the village. They're not going to shoot the messenger, are they? Then I'll just go back to my...
Home in the train station.
How would I escape, anyway?
Oh, I know. The parade float.
It'd be ridiculous, Roger.
What are you talking about?
The Uncle Jack fan club. They bring a giant balloon to the Battle of Flowers parade every year. It's enormous. It's supposed to be his head. Well, that could carry you away to, well, wherever the winds take you.
I suppose if I'm in the club anyway, I might as well grab the float. If nothing else, no one will have to look at Jack's head floating across the village on May Day.
You will need quite a lot of helium to
I've
fill
never
it.
seen a parade like that.
I'll jump off that bridge when I get to it.
Look, empty hydrogen tanks.
What am I going to do with empty ones?
The label, DSIR. The Department of Scientific and Industrial Research. Well, you know, in Alcrite labs. In the parade,
You think we can get the deposit back?
they must have full ones there.
Oh, what did I ever do to deserve you, Margaret? All right. I've got a map of the tunnel into the parade. Seems like I need to get in through the Jacobean Club. God, I hate Uncle Jack.
Seems awfully rude to just walk through you. Whoop. Whoop. Ooh, I feel like... Ooh, I didn't mean to try and punch you. I feel like there ought to be like... Ooh.
I would drop some stuff, laddie.
When did I get these? When did I get the tickler? I have no memory of picking up. I know I randomly grab a lot of things, but still. So a couple things. One, I think it would have been an interesting, like, side quest where anytime Ollie sees a TV with Uncle Jack on it, you should get some kind of special for smashing it. And 2, I would love to experience the world the way Ollie's perspective does. I'm trying. I don't think I've seen a female red hat outside of the club before. Just come in here. Really? I'm right here.
Got you.
Yeah, I'm right here. Now you started this aggression, and it wasn't anything I did.
Feel better. Found you. You can't hide forever.
I'm not hiding. I'm right here.
We want to help you feel better.
Come on. Come on.
I don't have time for this nonsense. You can't hide forever.
She can't see me through a gate. She can't see me through a half-size gate. Awesome.
Tell the Sandman I said hello.
He's not a very nice guy. Anyone else watching
My
that?
brothers could see me now.
What's his name? What's his name? Neil Gaiman, Sandman. Found the show to be interesting. Interesting enough that I went and got the audio. That I purchased the audiobooks. Sandman's very interesting. He's not. He doesn't start out very nice. Doesn't really necessarily become nice either. But very interesting show. Story.
You will take your joy immediately.
Okay. Yeah, look for the red hats. Can't run. Just take our stroll down the road, looking at the rats. I still can't believe in a starving society there's that many rats left. And they ate the cats and dogs. The rat can almost run faster than Ollie is moving. Whee! Oops. Okay. Oh, I really wasn't paying attention, was I? Yeah, I could have traveled in the Jacobean
You ever
Club.
wonder if those eyes in the dark are rats? Or something worse?
Don't you start talking about rats as well. Right. I opened this because I wanted sugar. I love the squishy sound. One more. Okay, is that hurting me? Oops. Come on, burn some of it off. There we go. It was right at the threshold. So I wonder why I think it's for Sally it's trespassing to come over here, yet for Ollie it's the one thing he's allowed to get away with. A little weird. Just a little weird. Doesn't make any gosh darn sense at all. Yeah. Ignore me. Okay, I think this is the Jacobean Club. If you haven't realized yet, the Jacobeans are the Red Hats, and the Red Hats love Uncle Jack. Yeah. Alright. Wait, no. This isn't the right place. Where is it? Is it? Is it? Is it this place or on the other side? No, it's not this place. I'm sorry. Woo! Oh, how wrong of me. How very wrong of me. We gotta be on this side of the street, because this is what we're looking for.
The Uncle Jack fan club.
This
I
is
suppose
it.
they can't remember what he did during the war.
What did he do?
Voice of the occupation authority on the radio, wasn't he?
I suppose I have to take care of the fire.
I could live here. Ooh. I didn't think you could genuine. I'm sorry. Please don't shock me. Please. What? I tried to shut the door. Don't activate.
Look what the cat drug in.
Who? Where? Just let me talk.
I've seen worse weather than this.
You flirt.
Okay. I thought you had some special dialogue for me.
Lovely day for it.
They say you see the oddest shadows in the street at night. I never look.
Take the job, she says. You never have to suck another cock, she says.
What? I think I caught that on the subtitles.
As modern, educated men,
I don't want a
we
whole
must be
pie.
prepared to accept evidence that conflicts with our worldview, however much we might wish to cling to it.
Yes, you've been torturing us all afternoon. What is it?
Tell us.
I have discovered that Uncle Jack's hat is not red. It is blue.
What?
No!
I conducted a careful analysis on my TV screen.
And I suppose television sets have colour now.
Though we see Uncle Jack in black and white, his hat is undoubtedly the same color as his eyes. And since he obviously cannot have red eyes,
We haven't known his hat was red ever since episode 209, Irish potato recipes. Uncle Jack tips his hat and winks and says, I especially like redheads. He's as much as telling us his hat is red.
maybe he's a ginger. Have you thought of that?
No, because in episode 465, he taps his head and says, this old noggin is good as gold. Any intelligent person could deduce.
I would not expect you to take it on faith. I also researched the haberdashery history of Wellington
I'm
Wells.
sorry. I'm loving this sort of like pseudo fan club deal. It kind of reminds me of some of like the silliest arguments I've had or heard, you know, concerning anything from like
The Christmas special.
you know, Star Trek and Star Wars and Doctor Who, or even like Friends, and just the silliest little arguments.
Had a red hat because red hats were not yet being manufactured.
In fact, in episode 647, A Tale of Two Rats, he alludes to his hat being a beaver pelt. So it must have come from America before the late thing we don't talk about.
Excuse me, but I saw Uncle Jack once.
There's more up here.
Outside the broadcast tower.
You told us nothing of this.
A girl has a right to her secrets.
What colour was his hat?
Oh, he wasn't wearing a hat.
Red. Red. Obviously red. You see? Red.
Obviously red. All the way red.
Blue! No!
Okay, we must be coming to the end of the actual
Has to be blue!
what Jack did. It's funny he's not wearing a hat in this one.
How on earth did he get to be Uncle Jack?
Everybody likes him, except you.
Have they forgotten what he did?
People are forgetting a lot of things now.
Oh, I suppose they don't even know what he did to you. But how did they forget who it was on the German radio every night during the occupation? They locked him up after the victory.
People don't talk about the past anymore.
When did they let him out?
You've forgotten things too, you know.
Any fool can see it's
Like the
red.
wallpaper. So we duct tape. Wow! I might be able to craft another item.
The heart has its reasons, which reason doesn't know, I suppose.
Might as well look around in case there's more duct tape. Okay, where is the attic? Where is the attic? I got so distracted by that conversation. Wow. I wonder if the guy who played Uncle Jack got to see like something like this. That's hilarious. Well, I'm pretty sure. Oh, hello. Let's see. For the ceremony. Oh, yeah. Wednesday luncheon. Wednesday luncheon roundtable. Bring your own lunch. My favorite Uncle Jack story. Next Wednesday. What to give Uncle Jack for Christmas. Special meeting Tuesday, 8 p.m. How to spot Oliver Starkey in disguise. All right, I gotta get into the attic. Where is?
Come out wherever you are.
If it's just you, come on. Gotcha.
If I've done this right, you'll wake up in a bit.
Good angle. Ooh. Okay, where?
Patience, Ollie.
Right, patience. But I need this guy to.
Should clear up soon, I think.
Shout for Scud.
Okay, fine. I don't care.
You won't get away.
We just want to make you feel better.
The Jacobean Society rules. Oh, I thought that was like a special thing for a moment. Our credo. I promise upon my honor to be faithful fan of Uncle Jack, to watch his show every night, and to always remember to take my joy. Memory quiz. How well do you know Uncle Jack? What is the name of Uncle Jack's cooking show? What did Uncle Jack do during the war? What color is Uncle Jack's hat? Name an Uncle Jack bedtime story that takes place in Wellington Wells. Bonus. Make an anagram from the words Uncle Jack Worthing. Dress code. The sporty red hat must be worn at all times. Exceptions may be made for bathing and haircuts. They're not dead. I just put them to sleep.
I bet it's all up there.
Oh, bloody hell.
They don't need a cook. They need a maid.
Where's
sounded
the
like Arthur.
bloody parade balloon?
Boom. Boom.
Oh, no.
I love how that thing just.
You could hide the Tsar and all his relations up here, and no one's the wiser.
Oh, good lord.
I wonder what this is. That is the creepiest rendition of his face yet.
He looks familiar, doesn't he?
Who the heck?
Time to get the float out of here.
Ollie!
I said float. What do
Yeah.
you think I said?
We didn't come here for the float. We came here to get into the Motoline tunnels.
Damn it. Who is that?
Boy, that voice sounds like the fellow who played like Slarty Bartfast from Hitchhiker's Guide. A little bit. He's been in other things with equally as great or better roles, but
How
I
did
can't
he
remember
get
the
out of
actor's
here?
name. Okay, I think I have to become violent.
Go. My God, someone's dead.
They're not dead. Relax. But I will have to be getting
I know
violent.
it was you.
Yeah. I'll let you. Okay.
When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth.
Not the
You
best
want me
time.
to go up the chimney? Like Santa Claus after he's eaten up all the biscuits?
Didn't you read the plans?
No, I
There's
actually
a secret
didn't.
passage and a hatch.
What's that?
Oh, how awful.
How'd you get in?
Oh wow, this shock grenade does damage to him. Cool. Ooh. I can pack a wallop. Okay. Members of the Jacobean... Shh. Dear members, have any of you seen Uncle Jack recently? In town, I mean, not on the telly. His broadcasts are terrific as ever, but he hasn't been round his usual haunts. I do not hope he is off his feed. If you have spotted him, do ease our minds and let us know. Hey. I don't like things thrown at me. Haha. Those logs would be really hot.
I knew there was a hatch here. I hope it really does go to the tunnel to Appleholm.
I love how that thing's doing my job for me. Spanker.
We haven't been in the parade in a while, have we, Margaret? I hope the executive committee listens. I hope they're willing to tell people the truth.
Don't forget to get some hydrogen-fueled float, in case it doesn't go well in the broadcast tower.
I hope you're wrong, Margaret.
Where am I? Am I in the, fashion studio? Let's see. Can I make the thingy? No. I finally get some umbrellas and I can't make the thingy. Oh well. I like these. Let's make some of these. They're fun.
Now tick.
Oops, sorry.
Tinkering. That's a thing I know.
I am in the club.
No one seems to live here anymore. Might
Well-
be a good place to camp out.
Well, no one's really supposed to live here. Don't you know that? Of course, there's this nightmare. Hate this box. Look at the mouth bits. They're just vague little lines. Still not seeing... I found that one duct tape. Just wait till I need it.
What happened here?
Uh-oh.
You better stay away from him. He's about to go.
Oh dear. So this is radically different than when Arthur was through here.
Oh, look at all the pretty clothes.
Oh. So, there seems to be... Well, at least down there was trouble.
Plague wastrels. Here.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting too, but I don't see him. Okay.
Plague wastrels. Here.
Yeah? Where?
Bit late of them to
Ah.
shut the bridge, wasn't it?
There we go. Let them run around. Let them draw all the attention. Why? Why is it whenever we play, we hit one...
No downers here!
You're kidding me!
Be a drag, baby.
You're kidding me. The wastrel got, or the plaguey got mad at me and that set off everyone? No.
You're not going
Now that is broken.
Your neighbour-in-law!
I didn't kill her. I didn't kill that one either. I ran out of here. I guess they died because I left them. That would have been funny. Hey, don't want tap water.
Ollie, look out! He's about to start biting people.
For
Nope.
God, for Harry and St. George.
There's no point in making them catch on fire on the death blow. Sorry, I just came in here long enough to get everyone to chill. I guess I'll go back, and now I'm going to avoid the plagueys too, because they're going to set off everyone else as well. Despite the fact that a plaguey, attacked an innocent citizen, they didn't care. Was she there before? I don't think she was there when Arthur was playing. Okay. I gotta get all the way around. Nope. Shoot. I'll take the low road, I'll take the high road. I'll take the sunshine so I can be on the road.
You are not authorized. Please clear the area immediately. Please step away.
At least those are broken. Come on, some tall flowers, please. Just stop chasing me. Oi. Oi. There's nowhere even to hide. You can search a flower pot? I didn't know you could do that. Come on, just lose interest in me real quick. Please. Please. Pretty, please. Okay. Of course, my sunshine wore off. I've actually come through here on previous playthroughs and had no problem at all because, the plagueys just attacked everyone. No one got aggroed at me. Invisible wall. Invisible wall. Invisible wall. Hey,
The
Margaret.
gate's open, Ollie.
Yeah, it's probably bad.
Looks like a plague whistle did a number on this.
Right there! Get him! Help her!
It's because my sugar's low. For crying out loud.
Help! Stop you being so bloody selfish!
Just make it. Just go for it.
Won't have it! We won't have it!
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Can I go through the front door? You know what? I don't think I can. I'm sure stairs won't be entirely easy for them, so let's just...
The Department of Senseless Idiotic Research.
Hey.
If anywhere's got hydrogen, it's these bambots. If not, I'm off to the executive committee to fill a bag with hot fucking air.
You know what? I'm trespassing, so who cares? Jeez.
Where do they keep their hydrogen, do you think?
How do I... I'm not... No. Oh. Kind of a waste to have to. What are you doing in here? Remember how easy it was for Arthur just to pile up the bodies in an unconscious bit?
We've got it down. I'll cheer you up, all right. Bloody down up. I want you quick. Keep allow me to cheer you up, brat dog. Say goodnight.
It's harder than killing Germans, isn't it?
Oh, that really takes it out of your shoulders.
Nothing to see here. All right. My goodness. What? Can I deactivate it? Nice. Alright, I need hydrogen. Out of stock. Okay.
And there's my hydrogen. Now, I just need to walk out the door and...
We have an intruder! I'm shutting all the doors!
Ah, for fuck's sake! How do I get out now?
Is that a camera?
Up here, Ollie. I think you can open up the doors from the office.
Well, how the hell do I do that? I can't fly up there, can I? Oh, wait, the cannon.
Where is she?
Oh, God. Please don't use the cannon. I'm shell-shocked enough as it is.
Just need to make sure it's facing the tower and wind it up.
That's a terrible idea.
Yeah. It sounds like fun, though.
Stop him.
No, just let me...
And now, I just get in.
I hope this doesn't tear off any bits you'll miss later.
Why didn't you mention that before?
I love the little scramble at the end there.
Still got all my bits. They just hurt extraordinarily much.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Who needs trains and planes? We ought to have sent the mail by cannon.
All right. I've opened the door. Now, please, just go.
Thank you kindly.
I'm gonna have the worst headache for the rest of the week.
Leave the DSIR. What did that stand for again? What? Oh,
down now! Really? Be down!
Just stop clipping through things. What, you're gonna fight me now too? There's just wanted to see if I could go upstairs. No.
Look what I found.
Scarlet, didn't you? Aren't you that clever one?
You gonna actually fight me? I didn't think so. Hiya! 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 Ignore me.
I won't let you bring me down.
Okay.
The broadcast tower can't
Sorry, hold on, Ollie. Just chill.
be that far from here. I wonder what the executive committee's up to right now.
I have a very good idea for some reason. It's almost like I have foreknowledge. So yeah, you can go behind this building, and if you have empty modeling bottles, you can fill up a couple of them at least. And a full skill tree map again. La la la. Don't jump, it makes people angry. Don't forget that. If you don't want to face a mob. I never used one of these best first aid kits. Reflection pond. No fishing. So is that like self-reflection, or is there meant to be a reflection in there? It's a little weedy for reflecting an image. What are you talking about, Jack?
Sometimes I think it'd be worse to be sane. And remember.
He that believeth not shall be damned.
Black.
Oh dear, I went through a door. How are you gonna follow me?
The elevators must be up these
And
stairs.
it's another fabulous day in Wellington Wells. The weather is a bit wet.
Arthur
but
went
that's the
that
lovely thing
way,
about it.
Ollie.
The sun always comes
So
out
Arthur
again.
took the low road, Ollie takes the high road.
Wakey, wakey, everyone.
Oh, I don't think I want to try to get past Headmistress while she's on the job. I better
You know
shut
how I
her
would
down
fix
first.
everything
Where
if
have
I
they
was
hidden
put
her
in charge.
controls?
You know those signs they have in the village that say smashing and all that? I'd make them blink, and I'd make them bigger.
Good.
Sorry, ma'am. I need to get upstairs.
You'll have to ask someone who has time on her hands.
The elevator's shuttered. Could you open it?
I'm so sorry. I'm in a bit of a jam. Would you mind asking one of my colleagues?
Excuse me, miss. Could you turn on the elevator?
I'm terribly sorry. I'm very busy. Why don't you ask at another window?
You ever done this in real life? It happens in real life. This is not just a gag or a joke. People have done this in real life. In fact, I mean, it's so spot on that when it's happened to me in real life, I actually just have to laugh at it. It's so ridiculous. And I'll do that. I will go back and forth and have the people say something like that. And it'll be really funny when finally they get like annoyed and they're like, "Why do you keep talking to me?" Because you and all your other colleagues are literally just effing off and will say the exact same thing. And you can actually see them go, that part of their brain where they're like, "Oh, how do I make it seem like we're not all being such lazy, worthless people?"
Authorized. Please clear the area immediately.
And there's places where it's worse than others. I tell you what. Anything worthwhile? Yeah. Oh. Oh, he's not gonna like me. Actually, he shouldn't have a problem with me at the moment. Okay, so I have to get past the headmistress. I'm pretty sure oh, when did I get another one of these? Oh, right. I found it in the box next to the place where I needed one. Now, what did that deactivate? Because don't I just need to, like, deactivate a bunch of these things? Oh. So I'm up here. Oh. Sally. Miss Boyle. Miss Boyle. Miss Boyle makes the world go round. Miss Boyle. Miss Boyle. Miss Boyle makes the world go round. Line?
How did I get here?
Did you go and see Sally Boyle?
I can't have. She's in the village.
Or she came to you. It doesn't matter.
She comes by. Why does she come by? Do we trade?
What did you buy from her?
Oh, my memory's more than usually fuzzy.
Did you take something she gave you?
I was sad, wasn't I? And ashamed. I can still feel it. I just don't know why.
You bought something from her, didn't you?
Why was I sad? What have I got to be ashamed of? Margaret, don't look at me like that. Can't help it if I don't remember.
Ollie, I don't know if they ever straight up say it or not, but Ollie very clearly bought Oblivion from Sally, which turns your brain into a church made of cheese where all the congregation are mice. I think that's something like that. Okay, so I think this is where I started out, right? So I need to get to something. I have to get past the headmistress, which is fine. You can run past the headmistress.
Please clear the area immediately. You are not authorized. Please clear the area immediately.
Come on, don't shock me. Aha. What do you mean requires power? What do you mean required? From power from what?
You are not authorized. Please clear the area immediately. You are not authorized. Please clear the
I
area.
do have to like take those out. Again. I'll be back.
Now, should I take the low road or I take the high road?
You're awfully good at this. Oh, look at all the pretty clothes.
Please step away immediately. Please step away immediately.
Oh, look. I found another memory.
The gate's open, Ollie.
A simple plan. Guess it's a good thing I had... Nice thing that I had to backtrack.
Can't you just not look at the telly?
No,
That's
I can't
some
just
TNT.
not look at the telly. They put one in every bloody corner. I'll tell you what I can do. I can blow up the bloody broadcast antenna at City Hall.
That is the worst idea I've ever heard from you.
What do you know? You're dead. Huh? Haven't got an answer for that, have you? Margaret. Margaret. Ah.
When your imaginary friend is dead, you probably shouldn't.
What are you rubbing it about for?
Well, nothing. You're just
Looks
gonna be
like
mad
a
at me
plague
anyway,
whistle
so.
did a number on this.
You shouldn't make your imaginary friend confront their deadness too often. Just a thought, you know. It seems like.
That's the one what done it.
The one that did it.
Their hands are all bloody. The killer's right there. Get them.
I mean, for once, you're very, very right about what I am.
The killer's right there. Get the killer's right there. Get them.
Leave me alone, leave me alone. I want you to leave me alone, alone, alone. Please don't come after me. Please don't hit me with your flaming lead pipe. It's just not nice. It's very. He's gonna get me before I can get the door. Oh! Okay, we did it. We got it. Music can calm
The
down.
elevators must be up these stairs.
Yes, we know, Margaret. Margaret. We did pretty well for sugar and everything in this game. Okay.
You are not authorized. Please clear the area immediately.
Don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me.
Please step away immediately. You are not authorized. Please clear the area immediately.
Don't know why, but the platforming is just so odd. All right, lady. I guess there were quest markers. I didn't notice those before.
I'm sure it's fine.
And stabby to hack it.
It's the tower.
Where do I turn on the bloody power to the elevator?
Oh. What? Wait, what? Whoa, what's happening?
I suppose we could put a little note.
Ah, there we go. And up I go.
Whatever weird cranking. Why is it shaped like a grenade? I can't say it. You are about to reveal the truth. Are you ready? Once you go through these doors, you are done with any adventures in Wellington Wells. Okay. I really had no memory of things looking this bad up here. Wow. I love how this place is being... I mean, this is the broadcast tower. So this is like where Uncle Jack is being shot and filmed. But this is also basically where the place is being governed. Is that normal? Are there like governors and stuff running out of like BBC in England and all that? But I'm sorry. And
What the hell happened
here's
here?
the executive committee.
Good Christ, it's all going down the crapper.
You don't have to talk like that.
This is well, one of them's not having a good time. Mr. Kite has flown away. So I wonder if Mr. Kite had been working out of here. Oh, maybe I'll find something about that later on. Double plus on happy articles. To Victoria Bing from Penelope Snug. double plus on happy articles. I know you are short-staffed with Miss Holmes on holiday. However, we have had 4 workers hospitalized as a result of accidentally reading old newspapers. Please prioritize all articles relating to the thing we don't talk about for redaction. I'm enclosing 2 of them here for your immediate attention. Penny. Dio Currant to the editor. Enough with the bleeding heart editorials. The agitators that were hanged had it coming. If they had destroyed the register of children, the whole town would have been destroyed. Stick to reporting the football scores and save the editorializer. We don't need police looking for every Tom, Dick, and Harry that took care of those outlaw parents. What are the police going to do? Arrest the whole town? Archibald Bunker, Neil Pye Home. To the editor, I must vigorously disagree with the recent editorial regarding the vigilante action against the saboteurs. These selfish parents attempted to destroy the registry of children so that their own would not have to be hostages. Their actions were a slap in the face to every family that has sent a son off to war. We must all do our duty. By tradition, cowards are to be hanged. Surely saboteur cowards deserve no better. Victoria Bing, Apple Home. That is her father's influence. That is. Any other notes sitting down? Mob or justice? Taxi! Oh, we read that way at the beginning. They got no new information here, do they? Toasted chicken. Look at her happy face. Stanley Baldwin.
What was that?
Are you all upset because of my clothes? No, I'm wearing proper clothes. Samuel Hoare. Hoare? I don't know. Hugh Dalton. I was kind of hoping one of these names would... Kind of useless up here. Hi, let's have a chat.
Who's in charge here?
You're in luck. It's me today.
Good.
We rotate the dread responsibility. Do I know you?
So, there's only one of you who doesn't take joy in a day?
I might have had a little.
The tanks in the military camp. Did you know they made a papier-mâché?
Oh, that's terrible. Would you like a joy?
Have you been getting out into the village lately? People are getting a bit slim. And these charts, are we running out of food?
Oh, no, don't look
Running
at the charts.
out of?
They're horrible. Here, let me get you another joy. We've got our own booth.
They're the executive committee?
So, you people are in charge of the whole shebang?
That's us. Ever since the victory. What's wrong with the tanks?
You know what? I've forgotten.
Oh, good. Well, come back if you remember, but with any luck you won't. Be seeing you.
We have to tell people. They need to make a new executive committee.
Absolutely. If they won't heed the loony from the garden district, they're sure to hearken to the dead girl in his head.
They'd listen to Uncle Jack.
You know what that man did.
Everyone listens to him. All day long.
I can't stand his smirking face.
Ollie.
You're right. You're always right. But it's not going to be pretty. If we go upstairs, we're going to make him tell the truth about bloody everything.
In which Oliver needs a spoon. In which Oliver realizes he needs a very long spoon. For most of his life, Oliver had worked for other people. Mostly he had worked for the general. The Starkeys were common, hard-working folk. They owned no factories. They did not even own shops or a fishing boat. Ollie's father was a quarryman, hacking out the sparkling gray granite. His father had been a quarryman too, and that was as far as Oliver's pedigree went. Oliver had always assumed that other people knew what they were doing. At any rate, they always told him they did. So it was rather a shock when he went to see the very important people who were in charge of all of Wellington Wells. They were not debating policy. They were not reading reports. They weren't even filing papers. They were playing patty cake. These folks would not be interested in papier-mâché tanks, Oliver realized. They would not warn the people of Wellington Wells to stop taking their joy, or they would all starve to death with plastic smiles stuck on their faces. There was only one person everyone in Wellington Wells trusted, and that was that man, that bad man who had driven Oliver out into the wilderness because it was the only place that Oliver did not have to see his sick smile on every screen. The man who told the Germans where to find you, oh best beloved, in your hidey hole in the spandrel. The man who was responsible for your death. Oliver would have to face him and ask him as a favor to tell the truth. It was the hardest task Oliver had ever set himself. Oliver would rather have fought the Minotaur of the Labyrinth or facing the German machine guns, but those opportunities were not an offer, oh best beloved. And so our Oliver, trembling with sadness and rage, set out to see the man who had caused all of his sorrow. Jeez.
Someone there?
Wellington Wells food production. Gone. Remaining joy supply. I wonder what the little peaks were. Boom, boom, boom. I wonder if this is how the song's actually supposed to sound. We've only ever heard the really slowed down version of it. Well. Broadcast will resume shortly. Fan Club
Hello?
Fridays. We canceled
Hello?
until further notice.
Here's Ollie. Hello? Time to pay the piper, Jack.
This place isn't looking too great either. This place is looking really rough, in fact. Off to bed with Jack. Wait, what's that say? Bronte Sisters? I don't know that one. Gardening with Uncle Jack. Not photoshopped at all. Uncle Jack's History Corner. I don't see him. Do you?
Where is he?
Good Christ. He's gone off. He can't have gone off. I've got things to tell you, Jack.
Oh, wow, there's just a bottle, 2 bottles of scotch hidden away with his desk. What are these rooms? Uncle Jack's Christmas Special. Someone wasn't happy about it. I don't think I've seen that poster. So is this his room, or... Not really seeing any notes hanging around or anything. Yeah, what about in there? People really like canteens in Wellington Wells. Oh, there's a note. Sod off. To the executive committee, I am a skilled makeup professional, yet my talents are wasted whilst Uncle Jack is simply too happy to come to work. The boys in the broadcast studio think I am only here to flirt with, given that I have nothing else to do. It is frustrating as I turn down a job as Davy Hackney's assistant for the chance to work in television. Fortunately, Mr. Hackney has put aside his grudge and offered me a new position, which I have accepted. I am not giving you the requisite 1 month of notice, and I do not believe it will make any difference to you. Please forward all my remaining wages to me at Clayton Center. Well, Nancy's dead. Should have just kept the job where you didn't have to do anything, and you would have been safe here still. Would have been very depressing, but... Why am I sitting? Let's try to search the desk. Who cares? Well, hello. Okay, what am I supposed to be looking for here? Ooh. Probably this room. There's another door.
I can't leave here
Oh,
until
I'm sorry.
everyone knows the truth.
What is making that noise? Oh, wait, no. I don't know. Let's find out.
Huh. I suppose this is where I could play a tape if I had one.
Find Jack's last tape. Oh, this room. Note to staff, please do not broadcast the same tape more than once a week, as the public may wonder if something has happened to Uncle Jack, which of course it certainly hasn't. Wally's grandpa. Jack's last tape.
Let's see what Jack has to say for himself. Let's see what Jack has to say for himself.
Why do I have to hold it?
I'm sure I had it right here. You know, there are times that you can actually take a little too much joy and, well, then you can't remember where anything is, can you? Ah, yes. Here it is. Mrs. Florence Gilbert of Brougham Hayes is holding an exhibition of her hand-knit dolls. Well, she likes to make dolls from all over the world, all knitted in wool.
It's his last show.
How'd you ken that?
The camera's smashed. They couldn't have shot another.
Do you know who'd have liked that? Margaret. Eh?
Why is he talking about you?
Who's Margaret?
Because I love dolls.
What am I talking about? Who cares about the past? Well, listen, do drop by to see these fabulous dolls at Mrs. Florence Gilbert's.
Poor thing.
Poor thing?
She loved dolls, you know. She had dozens of them. They're from all over. I can assure you that there's absolutely no truth to the silly rumor that the food is running out.
How does he know about your dolls?
However, it is true that there's a brand new flavor of joy. Jesus. You'd think at 12 your daughter would be over dolls.
His daughter?
Yes, Ollie.
But she'd make these darling little costumes. I knew it was wrong. I mean... She was even excited about going to Germany. It was me. I couldn't imagine living without her, so... So I hid her. Someone tipped them off. And she ran.
No, that's not right. It was Jack what turned you in and I what tried to save you.
No, Ollie. You turned me in.
I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time.
But you were my daughter.
Jack Worthing. Margaret Worthing. You're Ollie Starkey.
No, I couldn't have. I could never have betrayed you. You're my...
Neighbour. I was your neighbour.
How could I? How could I do a thing like that to a little girl? Dear God. Dear God, I'm sorry, Margaret. I never meant to hurt you.
It's a bit late for an apology.
What can I do? Tell me.
Do you hear me? We've come to the end of our time. The food's run out. We're all going to starve to death. You have to stop taking your joy. Take it from Jack Worthing. It's me.
People have to know.
But Jack's your father.
Stop.
That Jack's gone. That the food's run out.
All have to stop.
That they have to stop taking the joy.
Stop it.
You have to broadcast the tape.
Right, I could do that.
But you won't, will you?
God, I never meant to hurt you, Margaret. I'm sorry.
And I mean, even knowing, like, first time I went through this, I thought I thought Margaret was his daughter the whole way through. I never caught all the way. I mean, you get it all the way at the very beginning with, if you look at the list of names of the children supposed to go on the train, it says right there, Margaret Worthing. Her name's crossed off. She's dead. And it says Worthing. And they even during Act 3, there are multiple times where they say Margaret Worthing and Jack Worthing. They just drop it in there a couple times, and I think it's incredible that the story is able to carry through, and still you make it all the way to this point and can believe that she is Ollie's daughter. He pulls it off. God help me. Lost under the crates in the train station. We were at the darts at the King's Head, Tommy, Harry, and I. We'd had a couple of pints, nothing too serious, not enough for excuses later, not enough to miss the dartboard. I don't know how many sheets to the wind was Jack, but I could hear him crystal clear. An actor who knows how to pitch his voice so it reaches the back of the hall, and yet he's not yelling. And there he was at the bar, accusing us regular army lads of bending over for the Jerrys. Not that Jack had ever been to battle, except to a game court in his imagination when he played Westmoreland in Henry V. He was just home guard like half the town. The girls stitched uniforms together and sent the boys into the fields with some Lee Enfields from 1916. The general took one look at the lads and knew there was going to be a slaughter. He lied about a lot of things, but that bit was true. There was no fighting the Jerrys in 1943. But this is 1947, and now he's saying we should have fought harder, and we should have fought harder. If only the army hadn't surrendered like a bunch of Frenchmen. Why aren't we fighting back, and why aren't we strangling the Jerrys in the alleyways? Why aren't we sabotaging their cars instead of running scrap drives for them? And I say, well, there's 43 tanks on that hill. That is why. And he calls me a coward. Oh, yes, thank God for those tanks, he says. His gang are trying to shut him up because Tommy and Harry and I have dropped the darts and are coming over with mayhem in our eyes. But he keeps at it. If not for those precious tanks, you bastards would have to do something. And the worst of it is, I know what no one else in the room knows, or what's to know, that the tanks are newspaper and glue. And if Jack knew, maybe he would have had the sense not to say it. But soon we're getting into it, and the Jerrys have to send in a squad of MPs to pull me off them. Of course, they're a little nicer to me than to Jack and his gang, because I work for them, don't I? And Jack sees it, and he just smiles at me, shaking his head. And all I can think of was, you don't get to smirk at me, you actor. You're hiding your daughter, and we're all keeping your secret, and your superior? So I tell the Germans where to find her. I knew I should keep my mouth zipped, but I can't stop talking once I've started. I never thought they'd shoot her. I never thought she was any danger at all. But I knew it would hurt him more than anything, sending her off. And I knew he was right, and I was wrong. And I had to wipe that smirk off his face, or I couldn't stand it myself. May God have mercy on my soul. Oh, my gosh. I did not realize. I mean, I thought Ollie just got kind of stupid scared from what I remembered. You know, it's like, oh, everyone's kids have to go, and one of them's being hidden, and I know where the hidden child is. If I say something, the Germans will stay happy, and no one gets in trouble. I did not realize, literally, that they just got into, like, a pissing contest, and Ollie literally threw this guy's daughter under the bus to save his own, you know, just to get, not even to save his own skin, but just to get back at him. Wow. Until that, like, last chapter, until these last few parts here, I actually had a fairly favorable, my opinion of Ollie just went from, he's not bad, he's kind of cool, actually, not too bad, he just had to do what he had to do. But those last lines, that went beyond fear and survival to just absolute, I mean, that's evil. Wow, I'm really sorry for you, Margaret. I mean, If you get a chance, re-listen to the Ghost of Margaret's speech on Wednesday's Hill. Makes a lot of sense now. Ooh, color.
It's not going away.
They've cut the power. The bastards.
There's an emergency, one of those wheelie power thingamabobs.
I love how they don't have a name for it, so she just says it the way everyone would say it.
You're on air. Watch out, someone's coming through the popper.
It's not going away.
Sorry, you had to see that.
It is.
Ollie, the bobby popper. More of them.
Right.
Don't throw things at me. Let's see if I got anything that can... Not really, no. I don't really have a whole lot of anything going on here, do I?
Let this be a lesson to you then.
Someone's coming through the popper. We're running out of power. Watch out, someone's coming.
Ow.
Ollie.
Right. No more, Mr. Nice Guy.
What am I hitting?
Oh, have it.
Lay still, you
Oh,
bastard.
I wanted to see the very end bit.
Step away.
We're running out of power. Someone's coming through the popper.
What? Keep well, this is kind of anticlimactic.
Ollie.
What? No more, Mr. Nice Guy.
He's kind of off the air, isn't he? Kind of confused what I'm supposed to be doing now, but
We all get what's coming to us in the end.
I think
We're
I
running
broke
out
it.
of power.
I think I broke it.
You all have to stop. Stop. Stop it.
Can I just charge you up?
You won't. You won't. I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time.
Oh, he picked up the cricket bat.
We've come to the end of our time. We've come to the end of our time. We've come to the end of our time.
We're running out of power.
Come to the end of our time. We've come to the end of our time.
Okay, so Uncle Jack went around and smashed up the studio.
Come to the end of our time.
I guess walking out the front door's out of the question.
Good thing I made you get that float.
So the way he was screaming and going on about that kind of gave me some ideas of who Foggy Jack might have been. One, I thought it might have been Ollie at one point, just crazily running around the Garden District. Another was actually Arthur, because once he starts doing his thing, I wonder if he just rumors of his activities became Foggy Jack. But then I wondered, but really, my head, if you don't look at the DLC, is that Uncle Jack went insane and became Foggy Jack. It's not how you do bolts, but okay.
What do we do now?
We say goodbye.
To who?
I'm not really your daughter.
I know that.
And I'm not really here.
But
I'm a lie too.
we've been together so many years.
You don't think having an invisible friend is a wee bit babyish? for a man who's been to war.
You can hide in the train station till it all blows over.
Now that you've put that on the telly, I think it's time you put away childish things.
You're right. You're always right.
Did her accent shift there at the end?
Goodbye, Margaret.
Hey! You bastards! Look up! It's Ollie Starkey! Wake up, you damn sheep! I never liked you! Or you! That's right, you as well, pal! It's not a lovely day for it. It's a fucking terrible day for it. Lovely day for fucking what anyways. Fuck the lot of you bastards. I'm going home.
It's a heck of a way to travel. Hope he figures out how to steer it. Hey, Arthur. Long time no see.
Are you all right, sir?
I'd forgotten just how heinous a person I am.
Well, the truth is not for everyone, sir. You see, some people find they're stronger than they ever supposed. Some people can let go of the confabulations that have comforted them. Some make choices that surprise even themselves.
The booze run out! You have to stop taking your joy!
Perhaps these people are not you. Are you sure you don't wish to forget? And go back?
I was happy before, wasn't I?
Oh, that was Oblivion. That wasn't even Joy.
Are you really a constable?
I patrol the boundaries. Come on, sir. Once you're out there, you'll know what to do.
That was a very witchy answer. Well, there you go. We Happy Few, the main game. Really appreciate it if you went through and actually watched this series. I know it wasn't the world's most popular game, and I'm not the world's most entertaining person. So again, if you watched all this, big thanks to you. Wow, I really thought out of the 3 acts this whole time that Arthur kind of had the biggest blunder, so to speak. You know, but my goodness, that whole thing with Ollie, I really, a lot of it could have been forgiven. I mean, he was following orders. He had to go along with everything. There was society, pressure, fear, you know, but just to basically hold a grudge. And even if Margaret was just peacefully captured by the soldiers and just sent on the train, just doing that, I mean, I guess maybe Ollie and some of the other people who are higher up in the echelon of the occupational, whatever you want to call it, situation, but you know, it's not to say that the Germans were monsters or anything. Maybe they knew that the kids were going to something relatively okay. But still, man, that's rough. And yeah, I'm kind of letting the credits play. I probably, because there is a little scene at the end of it, and I don't want to hit escape and accidentally skip over it. And we'll have to see how the don't know how it's going to feel about the music. So I'm planning to do a little bit more on this game after this is done. If you want to, you can catch the DLC's playlist. I'll try and put a link to it down in the description if I remember. Austin did one of them, actually, because Austin is blind to this game, but he tried to get him to play it, but he just wouldn't come around to it. He was too busy doing other things. I will... Oh, some interesting names. I don't know if I know any of these people. Obviously, I don't know any of them in real life, but I wonder if I've seen any of them in anything. But yeah, I'll be doing the other two DLCs that I know about, and one of them I'm actually blind to. I don't know the story. I just know that it involves Victoria Bing, and I think, and part of the reason why I've never watched anyone else do the DLC is I'm not sure, but I think her DLC actually most closely relates to the main story. So I've kind of been waiting a long time to actually check it out. I could be entirely wrong as well. I don't know. And after that, I want to do kind of a little video essay where I discuss this world and what's going on. Just a big, big old summary and description of the craziness that goes on. Everything from a little bit of the alternative history that's happening to a little bit of the real history that's happening. The psychological aspects, the paranormal aspects. I mean, there are ghosts and zombie-like plagues. There's some weird stuff that happens in this world. Just to kind of discuss a little bit more about the Arthur and Sally story and what the heck, the whole completely different locations, the different mindsets, all that stuff. Which is part of the reason why I'll definitely have to... I'll be checking out the DLCs again just to see if there's anything else that... 'cause I don't know if the DLCs are canon or not. I don't know. I still want to see if I can figure out who, like, Mr. Kite was, or if that was just a funny just a funny thing in there. But... it's funny, there is like a website out there that talks about trivia from this game, and there was something I kept noticing from the game all the time, and it might have been Mr. Kite, but I'm not sure. But I always thought it was funny that it was neither on the list of trivia or even from the rejected trivia list, but it was definitely something I saw that was a Beatles reference. It was like very super clear in my mind that it was a Beatles reference, but it wasn't among the trivia. So, I don't think I really have anything else to say at this moment. I kind of got blown away by that very last note from Ollie. It really shook me there. And the entire playthrough for Ollie, it all builds up to that last clip from that last show from Uncle Jack. Everything in Act 3 is all just for that one scene. Everything is just so that you can see Margaret in his imagination popping up everywhere you go, sitting down, playing around, being his funny, helpful daughter, giving him the good advice, even though it's actually like the part of Ollie's brain that's still trying to work correctly that's giving him advice, not just... So it's like the last sane, good, intelligent part of his brain that wasn't destroyed by oblivion and alcohol and everything else was representing the imagination and his guilt all mixed together to become Margaret the imagination. But yeah, pretty much his entire playthrough is just to see all those interactive moments and finally get to the end to have that scene with Jack Worthing. Because, I mean, the whole bit with the general, sure, okay, everybody probably knew. You weren't learning anything new about the tanks. You weren't learning anything new about the society. You weren't learning anything else knew. It was all just, you know, it was just another point of view. And what else made Act 3 interesting was Arthur and Sally were like 12 and 13 years old when this all started, when the big bad thing happened, the train and everything else. Ollie is the only one of the 3 acts that you get to explore where it was an adult. It was someone, and not just that, but the secretary to the general who had big influence at the time. He was, you know, a big player. Ollie was, well, maybe not a big player, but he was behind the curtains while the big players were on the stage. So he's interesting because it's just like, how could these people do this? What got into their heads? You know, why would they let it happen? And you see Ollie, who even knew that they could have fought back, and just going, it's a joke. Or even like the general, because even, again, towards the end, you got to wonder about the home lads, right? They're sitting there running around with these Lee Enfields with bayonets on them, which weren't, as they pointed out, weren't World War II weapons. They were World War I. And, you know, they weren't going to fight very well with those. And so what's going on with that, right? They finally explained not only could they maybe have fought back, but they would have been fighting back with an entire legion of amateurs. There was no real army there. There was no real cohesion. Everyone was scared and terrified. That was that's something I've been missing too, that I've been kind of skipping over. I always felt like the home army, the Victory Memorial Camp, was always a little odd to me, but I wasn't sure why. And they explained that at the very end. It's just they were all just pretend. Although their bombs do hurt when they throw them at you. But yeah, it's kind of funny. It's like, oh yeah, we just got these home lads who just kind of said, yeah, we want to play soldier, and they got dressed up in some homemade uniforms and given some antique guns, you know. I don't know. I'd really like to understand the alternative history bit too, because it almost sounds like part of why the history was different was not only was like America not really involved with the World War II, and I don't think they ever referred to a World War I and a World War II, but I get the feeling that the history becomes alternate even earlier, because if you go back to like World War I do vaguely remember there was like issues where Germany wasn't the big bad scary monster back in the day, or being at least portrayed that way like we did for most of the later 20th century, later half. So like when World War I started, there were actually like nobles and people still, because you still had an imperial world, it still had a largely royal world, and like in England, you still had like nobles and stuff like that were in the minority, but they supported the German Empire. And I get that feeling that some of that bled into this story a little bit, and that maybe there was even a continuation, because there's never any mention of Hitler or Nazis either, mind you. It's just the Germans, and I think there is even like a little bit of an empire or imperialism at one point. So it sounds very much like a world where there was sort of a soft end or an even positive ending to what would have been World War I for the Germans. No American involvement during the early 20th century. Everything kind of continued. And then whenever the 1930s and 40s came around, the Germans were just kind of controlling, influencing, and occupying various parts of Western Europe and getting support, and for whatever reason must have started a conflict with Russia. And well, we know that Russia was a meat grinder kind of situation back in that day. They just kept throwing more and more soldiers, and no matter how good the equipment or supplies were on the German side or whatnot, you just can't win against bodies being thrown at you consistently. So I don't know. I would really like to know just how divergent the history in this world is. I'd also really like the credits to be done, and it looks like they're getting very, very close to being done. Very close. Very, very close. So close that they're just no more lines are going to pop up here. No more logos after this one, right? No, I said no more words either. So it's just going to be very, very close here. Okay, that's a logo and words. Cool. Prove me doubly wrong. As we get the published and distributed by Gearbox Publishing and all that kind of going. Maybe it's just waiting for the end of the song. I bet it's waiting for the end of the song. That music was very loud. Oh, good. There's more music. More music for me to get in trouble for. Hey, Arthur.
Lovely day for it. Lovely day for it. Lovely day for it. I don't even know how to tell the truth anymore.
Did you ever? A different character model.
Lovely day for it.
Are you joking? It's been shitty all day. Did you not notice the drops of water falling out of the sky? It's gonna be shitty tonight too.
You're right. It has been rather a shit day.
Actually, it might have been I think it might have been Percy's model. Whoa. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of credits for 20-second scene. And hopefully, if I can bring myself around to it, I'm gonna say goodbye, and I'm gonna leave off with you getting to see what happens if you make the quote-unquote wrong choice. Again, thanks for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, leave a comment. Leave a comment. Seriously, if you like this, please leave a comment. Let me know, and I will try to find other story-based games and put more effort into them and such. This was a lot of time and a lot of work as well, but love to hear from you. So have a good one. Bye.